general elections is you have a very divided electorate, and and you're looking and very much for leaders that are going to bring people together, be able to collaborate and move forward. We do talk about divided government a lot this evening. The Americans do like divided government because it's a checks and balance, and that legislature has the power of the purse. You know, we're very skeptical in the sense that we want to protect U.S. tax dollars, make sure that we have, you know, austerity measures in place, and that we protect the solvency of this country. And that is what we're going to be looking for moving forward.
You're seeing your rivals there outside the White House here in Washington celebrating.
You know, I would say this. It has been a very difficult campaign. It's been a very long, expensive campaign. I hope there's a lot of scrutiny at the campaign finance now moving forward, at the amount of money that has been put into these efforts is absolutely ludicrous. But congratulations to the president and to everybody who's worked on this, and very much, you know, kudos to the Republicans that have worked so hard to make this a good country. I mean, this is why we're excited.
Why?
We're excited moving forward because tomorrow's a new day. And
you're excited as a Republican?
I'm excited to get out of tonight.
You may leave.
Everyone in America is excited that this campaign is over.
People are exhausted by the
campaign.
Leslie's going to go to Colorado tomorrow.
Start counting ballots.
Did you expect to win?
Yes, very much so.
When you came in here this evening?
Absolutely, like many Republicans, looking at Virginia and Ohio. I gave the benefit of the doubt to the president on all the others, you know, from Minnesota, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, certainly Nevada, Iowa, all of that to the president. It came down very much to the most competitive areas of Virginia and Ohio. Saw some really, you know, Governor Romney closing the gap there, a lot of momentum, a lot of interesting things with women, college-educated women. We want to look at that later. And it fell the other way, and we're going to need to understand why, and I think certainly look at the amount of money, again, that went into these campaigns on both sides.
But what are you going to do about the amount of money? I mean, they changed the rules so that you could have, what was it, $6 billion in the end that went into the campaign?
$6 billion. But there's some interesting elements here. The most expensive Senate race, actually, was one that didn't show up on the books because most of the money came from outside. $31 million in outside money in Ohio against the Democrat Sherrod Brown, and he still prevailed. So, small signs, at least, that all of this money didn't matter in quite the same way. But the amounts of money are likely to increase the next time around. And I think what Leslie was saying is an interesting point, because I think you're going to start to see some Republicans who were almost uniformly supportive of the Citizens United Supreme Court decision that opened the floodgates here, having second thoughts about this. Having this kind of money from outsiders come in, dominating the candidates even, is not a healthy thing, and I think there may be bipartisan unease.
I've been struck by the number of Republicans out on the campaign, from the Romney campaign out in states like Ohio, who have said to me, and I've asked them about the super PAC money, where is it, hasn't it helped? And they said it was so badly spent, the ads were terrible, they didn't run them in the right place, the super PAC money didn't help us. If I had put $100 million of my own money in order to get somebody re-elected, and I thought that money hadn't been well spent, I'd wonder whether I had got a bargain or not.
Well, that's the
I'm
question.
told that $6 billion is what Americans spend on crisps or chips in the average year. And to give another figure, it's something close to what it costs to run the BBC for a year. Because I can never touch on these billions.
No, but the BBC is a bargain.
The BBC, we know the BBC is a bargain.
For you, chips on.
The BBC is healthier than chips.
What's great value?
There are the scenes in Times Square now. Let's just have a look at that then, Times Square. I never know why people go outside the White House in Washington, because actually, frankly, nothing happens there. There's no excitement. It's just a Lafayette Park. But here, Times Square is. It's got all the razzmatazz in that part of New York. And there are the figures going past. Senate races and all the rest of it. And Emily has another nugget of news for us.
Let me just bring you Nevada. It's that stage in the night, isn't it? It's been called